Welcome back, everyone, to Selection Sunday. I am your host, Nathaniel Shook, officially with Dignity, and also the founder of ReBorn Gaming and the whole series deal and whatnot. Happy Sunday. And you know what this day is? It's Selection Sunday. It's right above me. I don't think you guys realize how important this is. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. Today is a big day in ReBorn Gaming because it's a revamp of how we construct teams, how we do teams, and how we play, right? And this is all in regards to Smash. So we're not talking about Mario Kart. None of that. We're not talking about Masters Battle League, which is Pokemon. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked that out, some crazy stuff's happening, right? But we'll get into that at the very end. And then we also got, if you're on Discord, we got our own little Valorant channel that's set up. So if you want to get into Valorant, if you want to get into an FPS, right, it's free. The only thing you can, that's really payment is microtransactions to unlock characters, but you can do that by just playing. So if you want to get involved with Valorant, there's a lot of guys there. Dynamite, if you haven't heard of him, Dynamite, AC Bongo, AC Brando, or A-Types Gaming, or even Nano, who's actually they're all in this draft. Every last one of these guys are in this draft. Talk to those guys, hit them up. You even got Adam or Politrix, who's also involved with Valorant. So if you haven't checked out Valorant, if you want to get into an FPS, if you want that competitive feel, please feel free to go on Discord and chat it up with some guys. I think it's just made yesterday. So hit that up, enjoy it while it lasts. And then, all the other channels. But right now, we are here with Smash Bros. As we dive into round 4 of ReBorn Gaming's Selection Sunday. For those of you who don't remember, this is kind of a revamp of everything we're trying to do in regards to how we play. And this is all in preparation for Hard Reset, so that when Hard Reset starts on July 11th at 1 p.m., you know who your team is. You know who you're supposed to root for. You know who you're not supposed to root for. And then even before that, you can start planning out who you're going to team with this go around, as it's a doubles only tournament with pools, best of ones, and then double elimination bracket. Again, it's during this time of a pandemic, which with COVID-19. We do ask that those of you who are going to the tournament to wear masks. We are highly encouraging that, as we will also have some wipes as well to wipe off controllers and hands prior to each match. We ask you do not shake any hands, and if you have to, use your elbow, or don't do any contact at all. Just, what's up, babe? And just do that, right? We're going to do our best to social distance in regards to setups. But again, I understand if you don't want to be a part of that. I won't fault it for you, as 2020 is looking to be a very interesting year for everybody. But it doesn't have to be interesting in a bad way, because right now we got flipping round 4 of the Selection Sunday for ReBorn Gaming Smash Series, and on the clock is Cerberus. They drafted last, if you remember. If you're just not turning in, we're doing a snake draft, essentially, of players. There are certain point threshold restrictions of what teams can draft what. Some will get changed. There's already talks of trades going on, which should be interesting as the season progresses. And we also have a minor and major league system put in place. But you can all check that out in the introduction. It's actually in our YouTube page, so go ahead and check that out if you have the time. It should be really fun. I actually don't know who Cerberus is going to actually select. I don't know who they want. We're getting the picks where could be a lot of varying skill levels. It could just be depending on characters they want. It just depends. It just depends. So selection's actually in for Cerberus. Let's take a look at who they picked. And I actually don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's ranked 14th. And again, it was just after last stock. It's Tomu? I cannot pronounce that. I don't know. Last time I did check, he was playing King Dedede, but we don't actually know who his main is, so that's why the question mark is there. So this is one of those things where I do know he's decent at both singles and doubles. This is not a bad pick. If you're looking for up and coming, he's ranked 14th in ReBorn Smash series, and so you honestly can't go wrong with that. And I think it's a really good pickup by Cerberus, and they're being very aware of kind of the metagame and where people are and where they're progressing to. Again, they're looking for not only the short term here, but they're also looking long term, and that's why they picked up so many good players. And I think they're really going to look for a way to, you know, show up and just wreck shop. Honestly, they're going to wreck shop. And if Echo and Boom team in a hard reset, it's going to be a doubles team that personally I don't want to deal with, and the comp is just good. So good job on Cerberus for having that pick. I can't pronounce your name, but dude, congrats for being signed to Cerberus, being picked for Cerberus. I'll say signed because it sounds cooler. To being signed to Cerberus. Woo! Next we got Thanatos, who's on the clock. Again, easily the favorites going into this 2020 season with their draft picks alone. And I can keep going on and on for days of who they picked. And in fact, I will. They have Rise, Taser, and Apostle. And dude, I already know who they're going to pick. Come on. It's the dynamic duo. Disciple and Apostle. It's going to happen, dude. It's going to happen. You know, everyone knows it is. You in the chat know it's going to happen. Unless I am greatly mistaken, it's the only top player that has not been picked up that needs to be picked up. Because my wife's pretty good, but, I mean, I think, honestly, you're going to pick her for doubles. She has some great upsets. In fact, she beat Shook. Yeah. When she was in top 10, Smash Open, she beat Shook in pools. I want everyone to let that sink in for a sec. Okay? My wife beat me. Owning up to it. Okay? This is not a bad pick. In fact, that's what we're going to see in their selection. So Thanatos is actually going to pick Disciple at number 10. The only Marth main. But my gosh, she is the best at isolating where the sword is, spacing out right, and hitting those tips with their sword. And for those of you who don't know, Marth has a little tipper function, which there's a sweet spot on the end of the sword that increases damage and knockback. Or if I'm wrong, it's just knockback. But it's something you don't want to mess with. And Kaylee, since Smash 4, since Smash Wii U, has been destroying people with Marth in an unrelenting fashion. And with the new patch update with Marth and a couple other sword characters, a couple other characters in general, it only gets better for her from here. And I expect Kaylee, aka Disciple, to really improve. And if she's able to show up to these tournaments, especially for doubles, she's going to kill it. And if she shows up to singles, it's over. Pools are her thing. But that's a good pickup on Thanatos, and it just solidifies the fact that they have the best team in the league. And so if there is a trade going on, it's going to be they're going to use it as probably going to keep these players. Honestly, I don't know why they wouldn't, unless there's a big blockbuster trade down the pipeline. I don't see where this changes, and so again, I think Thanatos honestly pulls away with this as the clear favorite teams. As this team is stacked, they don't have any other player outside the top 10. I'm pretty sure. Like, the heck, dude. The actual heck. So there might be some trades here and there. I would expect it on the pipeline. I'm sure those who are viewing, the people who helped me out create this, are going to probably see if there's a trade available. See if they can pick up either the Apostle or Disciple, or maybe even Taser has a blockbuster deal and go somewhere else. Who knows? But yeah, congrats to Kaylee, aka Disciple, and Apostle. They have the dynamic duo again. Leaves Taser and Rise to clean up on singles. And that's a stacked team. So congrats on Disciple for getting brought back to Thanatos, as we almost had the entire original cast of players, which is crazy to think about. And it's going to be a really cool sight to see. So congrats to Disciple for going to Thanatos. You deserve it, and you got your boy Michael, aka Apostle, back for that sick doubles combo. And that leads us to the next person on clock, which is Majesty. Now, this is kind of a sleeper pick for me. I am looking at this. I'm looking at this draft board right now, and there's a couple different people that they can really go with. Let me see if I can actually bring this up here, because I don't want people to forget who's on the board right now, because it is stellar. Actually, I don't know if I can actually find this thing. All right, here we go. Let me pull this up real fast so that we all know. As Majesty's still on the clock. This should be a no-brainer, honestly. But if you look at the ReBorn Gaming Smash Series. My gosh. It will be a pretty big indicator on where they is. So, right now you have Monkey. You do have actually a Holy Pastor available. E-Higgs are already taken. Crow's already taken. You have MMG. It's not a bad pickup. And then you also have, you have Yuri. You also have Beats. You have SK Dende. Nano's up there. And then you have Ant, Vive, Pokesel, Cazador, even Sub Uber. So the correct pick here would be probably Yuri. The correct pick would either be Yuri or Holy Pastor. Just depends on what they're looking for, honestly. And we got it in. Who'd they pick? Oh my gosh. No flipping way. They went for rank 26 Sub Uber? Who is that? Oh, that makes sense. All right, Sub Uber is a Mario main. Took me a little bit to figure this out. This is actually Obed. This is Sal, or Oof's partner. This is big, yo. These are the same guys who made it to the semis in the Big Batch Smash against Shook and Michael, and it went to Game 3. Down to the wire, down to the last stock. So Sub Uber Obed is insanely good, and we're getting Majesty, Sub Uber. We're getting the dynamic duo of Oof and Sub Uber with Greninja and the Mario combo with massive water tricks with like Flood and Greninja's up B, all that shenanigans, and just a fast-paced, combo-heavy team. And they really picked up some great players, honestly. They got Crow for singles, Slamus for singles. Slamus does everything. And then you got Sub Uber, and you have Oof for doubles, and then you have them in singles as well. Congrats to Majesty for having the best draft. Aside from Thanatos. Congrats to Majesty for having some of the sickest draft I've ever seen in my life, dude. That is so sick. That's a great pickup. And that was actually one of my sleeper picks. It was between Sub Uber and Ant, actually, were my two big ones to look out for, especially during the offseason, how they improved exponentially. And that's a great pickup. So congrats to Sub Uber. You are officially on Majesty. Remember, stats, rankings, you have seedings from last year that carry over, but the points don't. So you got these people getting picked right here. These are major league picks. So congrats for being in major leagues, boys and girls. So, but Sub Uber, congrats going to Majesty, and you have a great captain in Slamus. You got great partners in Oof and Crow. That is big pickups. Next is going to be Thanatos here. And Thanatos has a record of having mad picks. Not bad, mad, like crazy good. It'll be interesting what they decide to go with. I don't personally know who they're going to go with. It's interesting to see with all the people on the board who they do actually end up going with. It's a good possibility that Holy Pastor could go. But I do know Holy Pastor doesn't generally go to a lot of Smash tournaments, so it might not be in their best interest. Most of the people in that like rank 21 to 12 range have already been picked. They could go SK Dende. That's not bad. They could go Nano. Nano would be a boss pick for Thanatos. That'd be a really good pick for the pickup with his little Mac. That'd be really fantastic. You got Vibe. You got Ant still on board, which is great pickups. You got Pokesel, who's I think a Pikachu main, and Cazador. Oh, I didn't think of Cazador. Also Little Mac, which is a massive sleeper pick that's going to do great work there. But we're going to see who they pick here as their selection's in. Let's see what they're going to pick. Thanatos on the board. We're going to see if they pick up a good player to kind of expand on everything. Ooh, we're actually out of order a little bit. Are we? I don't think we are. Oh, no, it's not Thanatos. I'm horrible. I have the wrong thing. No. It's actually Dignity. My bad. I am so sorry, folks. Dignity's actually on the clock. I apologize for that blunder. As we just had Majesty. Thanatos actually had already picked up Disciple. I apologize. Dignity's on. I don't know who Dignity wants then. It's my own team. I don't know who they want. I would go Ant. I like Ant. I like what he does. I like his Toon Link. It's very fast paced. It's really good. And I honestly think Ant's a great pick. So here's to Ant. Let's go Ant. So yeah, I like Ant for this one. I'll actually switch over to the selection screen because they actually got it in, and I was just an idiot for not putting the right logo on there. I apologize, guys. So their selection is in. Let's see what they end up picking. Remember, they got a lot of people on the board they can go with, and they're actually going with Yuri, ranked 21. It's the Villager main, and they are again doubling down on this doubles thing. It's like they want to go out in style, but don't let Yuri deceive you with his double stats. This dude can ball. This guy is phenomenal in singles. Yuri is crazy. I worked with him during Smash Camp. Played against him. He's phenomenal. He's always thinking. He's always looking at a way to set up and just wreck shop. He's a very aggressive villager, and that's a great pickup. He's got his friend I think he's going to team with in Hard Reset. I believe it's Massacre, which is he was crazy good Falcon. I don't know if he's a Falcon main still, but having Yuri on Dignity from a team member, that's really cool. And you got Dylan, me, and Zion. That's not too bad. Wow. Again, we have to go up against Thanatos, Majesty specifically, and then Cerberus and Primordials. I think this pick is good for what they want to do as a team to kind of like branch out and have a little bit of the best of both worlds, right? Next on the board is actually the Primordials, and this will round out round 4, and this has been a wild ride already. My voice is starting to go away a little bit, but bear with me as we have the last pick of round 4 with the Primordials on the clock, baby. Now they can go a lot of different directions here. I do know that a lot of the team members that I've seen, Brett already knows or has come into contact with prior, and so it's just a matter of time. I believe, honestly, they're gonna try to pick people that they know primarily or predominantly to help out in tournaments and kind of prep for it. So Primordials actually might be stacked. We just don't know it, because a lot of the people that are on Primordials so far have only been to 1 or 2. They haven't been to all 3. I think the only team that really has a lot of outstanding attendance is going to be probably Thanatos, then I think Cerberus, then actually I would go Dignity and Primordials. But we'll just see. You got Bees, who's really good as King K. Rool. Utilized armors really well. I think Bees is a good pickup here. Again, I think Ant's a good pickup. I think Ant's a fantastic pickup. So if you haven't picked Ant, guys, come on. Pick him up. Anthony Lemieux is actually super fire, played out of his mind in the Big Batch Smash. Almost beating the likes of Shook and Apostle. So I'm actually super optimistic. I do know distance is kind of a thing for him. So I don't know if the attendance is going to be, in his favor. But if he shows up, look for him to be a baller. So selection's in. I'm hoping for Ant. But I understand why they would go other places. Selection is ranked 22 Bees. Yep. Okay. Or Bees. This guy's a boss. King K. Rool did pretty good in doubles and did really good in singles. Did really good in his pools for last stock. And King K. Rool, a heavy with that armored plating is just really good. And honestly, it's good against a lot of players who just are not used to that heavy play. So Bees is a fantastic pickup. And if you look at his stats right now, by golly, like the dude's pretty good. He won out in his pools, got 10 points in singles, wasn't available during doubles, but was able to kind of warm up. He has the most amount of points and is tied with Dylan at rank 16 for singles performances, and that's just in one tournament alone. And that speaks volumes to how good this pickup actually is. And so, again, for those of you who don't know who these pickups are, trust me, based off statistics, Bees is a fantastic pick for the Primordial team, and it just solidifies their ability to just have a good team comp, right? Have good singles players for that long term. Have really good specialists here and there, and Brett can do whatever the heck he wants because he's just that good. And that's the thing, is a lot of people don't know how to play against Snake, I do think that Brett may have a harder time moving forward because everyone now has played a little bit of Snake, has that top 10 pool matchup in last stock. But again, they can afford to pick and invest in these players with Bread at the helm at the helm of Primordials. So this is a good pickup by Primordials. And let's do a little bit of a recap of round 4 as we just finished round 4 of this Smash Selection Sunday for ReBorn Gaming. Let's go. So Primordials pick up Bees, ranked number 22. That's a great pickup. And then you also have Dignity picking up Yuri, which is actually a really strong pick, given the fact that Majesty picked up Sub Uber, which is an up-and-coming star, if you ask me. And then TOS picking up Disciple at rank 10, and then Cerberus picking up their man, who freaking played lights out in singles. And just to kind of put it out for you, he got 13 points in singles. Didn't even play doubles and got that eye and ranked, I think 14th in just singles, dude. And so these pickups are insanely good, and I think Cerberus is going to enjoy their pick. I think Primordials are going to enjoy their pick. All right, but I think the best one here is going to be that Sub Uber. Sub Uber is a investment that you need to just carry out and just hold true to, because that boy can ball, dude. Actually, all these players can really hold their own and be phenomenal in singles. These are all phenomenal singles players, and even really good, doubles players as well. So that's gonna be round 4 of Selection Sunday. We got, yes, you heard me, more selections coming up here, and I can't wait. I got round 5. I think we go up to round, I believe, 8, maybe potentially 9 even. And so we got a long ways to go, my dude. So I know recording isn't going to be, it's done in one sitting. It's already 8:12 p.m. by recording, but it looks like it's daytime, kind of. But this is a great round 4 for all these teams, and I cannot wait to share the rest of Selection Sunday with you guys for ReBorn Gaming Smash Ultimate Series. Again, if you're not, let's chat it up in the YouTube Premiere live chat or on Discord, whether it's on voice or whether it's in text, it don't matter. General RB Smash, you name it, you got it. I'll be there chatting it up with you all. But this is Selection Sunday, and we got more to go as we make our way to round 5. So do not change that YouTube channel. Do not change off that setting. Stay right here as we're about to premiere round 5 of Selection Sunday. It's an all-day event just for you, and hopefully your name is called next. And if not, boy, we got fun time with free agency, as those free agent players who aren't selected yet or won't be selected are going to have a field day, as we have our own day designated for free agency, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys. This is Selection Sunday. This is also Nate signing out. We'll see you in a little bit for round 5 of Selection Sunday. Peace out, my dudes. Let's go. Yeah.